Welcome, cooks, to the Recipe Vault. Today we are making buttermilk pancakes out of my recipe card collection. These could potentially be delicious, though I have a pancake standard that's really hard to overcome. So we will see if the recipe card collection can do that. So welcome to the Amy Learns to Cook kitchen. Okay, so let's make our batter. So since I am allergic to dairy, I'm going to make mine with almond milk. So we're making this basically twice. We're making buttermilk for Eric and almond milk for me. So what I have here is a strainer. We're going to sift this. So you need to get 1.5 cups of sifted flour. So we already sifted it once, and they want us to sift it again. So we're going to go ahead and put that sifted flour into here. We're going to put in sugar. This recipe will be up on my website. Salt and baking powder. And then we're going to go ahead and sift it in here. Yay. So it's sort of like double sifted. Okay, so now we have our buttermilk. We're going to put a beaten egg into here. So I have this weird pancake standard because we've had pancakes like all over the East Coast, all over the West Coast. And I have a couple places that I love, one of which is no longer exist. I have to be careful because I can't eat a lot of pancakes a lot of places because of my dairy allergy. It calls for vegetable oil, but I don't have vegetable oil. I don't use it, so I'm using olive oil. So it's hard for me to find pancakes. I've been searching for pancake recipe to meet my pancake standard. I've been searching for that for years.
But I will say this, though. On the low end, you like crust cheese. For convenience, just add water, especially for Y2K, if you remember that, anybody. And then the other thing, of course, is what? Hungry Jack. You can also just add water and stuff, and it's relatively easy. Yeah.
But I like to make my own because I have this dairy allergy, and sometimes chokes me up, so I don't use that too much. So I'm just going to mix this liquid up. And then we're going to go ahead and add that to our dry ingredients. Very simple recipe. And it says to mix this just until it's combined. I can tell you that that's not enough liquid. So let's see how much more I'm going to add. I'll write it up with my the amount that I'm going to add. I've got another 1/2 cup here. They called for 1 cup.
I mean, it has to be a liquid.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
We're not making biscuits here, are we?
I don't know, apparently. They're making biscuits. That's 1.5. Let me put in another 1/4. So we say that's a fail because it doesn't have the proper amount of liquid to make the proper batter. You always have to adjust it to some degree. And cook's prerogative, I'm going to put a splash of vanilla in here. It's going to turn the batter a little.
Sample right there.
That's the Amy standard. So I think I put in like 1 3/4. That looks like the proper amount. So I'm going to be using this pancake dispenser. And so I'm just going to go ahead and pour this in here.
Ah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
This allows us to make nice round pancakes. I love this little dispenser thing. Now let's make the other batter. Okay, so I got pancake part 2. This is going to be the dairy-free. So same amount of flour. Put that in there. Salt, sugar, and baking powder. I'm going to go ahead and sift this through. And we again have an egg here. So we got the egg in there. And I'm again going to put in the olive oil. So we have the quote milk, egg, and olive oil. We're going to go ahead and put this in here. We'll see. Will this need... I got a new whisk. Will this need... This is more liquidy than the buttermilk.
It's possible because the original recipe is for milk, so maybe buttermilk's thicker.
Well, I do need some.
So you're saying it's off.
Let me start with a 1/4 cup. So yeah, the buttermilk I added an extra 3/4. This one, I only added an extra 1/4. Splash of vanilla. Let's see how that looks. Did I screw it up and make it too thin? It's slightly thin. Okay, we put an extra little tablespoon in there. So I think I got it slightly thin. I think I like that better. Okay. Now let's get him in here. The other one was just over 3 cups.
It was around 700 milliliters. This one, it's just a touch over 500.
Yeah, 500. 600.
Close to 6.
Wow.
Well, that's only because you had to add more buttermilk to the other one.
Yeah. So let me heat up the griddle. Okay, so we have our griddle here. I have it like about 325. And I'm just going to paint a little olive oil on here. This is a non-stick griddle, but you still want a little bit of, if you don't have a little bit of olive oil on it. If you don't have an electric griddle, get one, right? It's essential kit. So here's our pancake batter, and we're going to go ahead and pour a pancake. Pour a pancake. I poured that one kind of big. And here I'll pour a pancake here. Can I put a little one here? And the way you want these to cook, you want to see bubbles in there. Do, 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 do. This one I got a little close to the edge.
I'll forgive you. Is it saying, talk to me, Mama?
Talk to me, talk to me, talk me.
Talk to me. Ooh.
Ooh, yeah.
Boo got skills.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Boom.
Doink.
Boom.
Doink.
Boom. them is pancake flipping skills.
I just have to do this. I'm doing happy dancing off camera.
Boom. Hot and fresh, coming up. Look at that.
That looks pretty good to me.
Hot and fresh, coming up. Hot cakes on the griddle. Ooh, they taste really light. I think sifting gives them kind of a lightness to them.
Maybe. Because the flour's not as dense.
I don't know.
You're not going to do a little Benny ha-ha with the thing on it,
What?
Get.
Dang, you want me to Benny ha ha my pancake grill?
So, you're just finishing up mine, I take it, right?
Yeah.
You know, cook that.
You want strawberry jam?
Jam
I kind of do want strawberry jam.
You have just a little bit of the homemade stuff, so you can probably use that up.
You can see it kind of drying out there on the edge, so they're ready to flip. Look at that.
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay, so I'm going to give Eric a little stack here. He wants a couple. I'm going to put a little butter on there for him, just like that. Oh. You like yours in a stack, or do you eat them individually?
Oh, I'll eat them. I don't care.
You want a 2-stack?
I mean, you don't have to be so whatever with the butter, but you can spread it out, you know, East Coast, West Coast on me, you know.
Oh, they're coast?
You know. Oh, that's enough.
Here you go, boo, some homemade pancakes.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, these are coming off. Now it's time to cook some dairy-free. I'm going to go ahead and put some more oil on here. Let's go for it. Got those a little too close. The browning looks different. Yours had more of a like pancake brown. These kind of has more like a dry looking brown.
You're saying a little more,
Yeah, it's definitely
tan?
has a different brown to it. Looking kind of good. They do have a different sort of look to them than the buttermilk. I mean, they look delicious. No doubt about that. So, happy St. Patrick's Day. I wanted to tell everybody that today is a Sunday recipe vault, but today is actually St. Patrick's Day too. So I have my hat and I've turned my background green, right?
Yay!
You see that back there?
Yeah.
Stay tuned, right?
That looks green to me, all right.
So Eric wants to try the dairy-free one too. So this is your dairy and dairy-free. And we'll give him a little butter on here. And we'll give him a little syrup on here.
Sure.
Eric is going to be like really full today because he's been eating pancakes.
Hey.
There you go, my boo.
What are we like a month late for Fat Tuesday?
Yeah, well, we can say St. Patrick's Day and in celebration of Mardi Gras.
Yeah, we're a little late here.
And I'm going to give myself a little pancake with a little butter or a lot of butter. And some. One thing I can tell you is it didn't quite brown up the same as the buttermilk pancakes. They look mighty tasty. Texture.
I don't think the texture is that much different.
You don't think the taste is too much different? They're fluffy, they're kind of light.
The thing they're missing is they don't have that crispiness that the buttermilk got.
Doesn't quite brown up the same. Maybe if I would have put some butter in the batter. I don't know.
The buttermilk...
They're tasty for us non-milk eating people.
The buttermilk, I think, is a little chewier, maybe.
That's weird.
They're about the same thickness, but I think a couple of bites and you're almost done with yours. But mine takes like a third bite. I think it's a little more chewier.
Very nice. So Recipe Vault, thank you.
Yeah.
For a nice recipe. I'm going to put these up on the website if you want to try these. Play with them. Add milk, add some butter. Add what you like to them. Thanks for joining me. Delicious. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Cheers. Happy Thanksgiving. I was going to say Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it's not Thanksgiving.